Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today we're looking at In Front of the Elevators by Saashi. So in this game, this is for 2 to 4 players. You have a score pad going on here. Aim of the game is to get the most points over 3 rounds. I'm just removing the rule book and everything else. Now, if you are playing as a 3, you're going to play with this side, but for the time being, you're going to place out one of these over here in 1, 2, and 3 positions. You see these value 2s on here as well. Well, these are elevators. That is for rounds 2 and 3. It doesn't really matter the order. And then you're going to place them respectively under each pile. So you've got exactly 3 cards in each. And this is, again, it takes about 30 minutes to play. Any questions, always do let me know via the comments and best as YouTube. And of course, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for further information. So I'm just making sure I've got everything relevant to play. We've also going to take your respective favorite colors. So if you're playing as a 2, you're going to play with 2 colors. If you're playing with 3 or 4, you're picking 1. So let's just say I pick these 2, and let's say my opponent, if I'm playing as a 2-player game, is picking those 2 as well. Now, in the 2-player game, you are going to play with all the cards. That does vary if you're playing at different player counts. So you're going to give these a shuffle, and then you're drawing, well, it doesn't really matter, but ultimately, the first cards that come out, it could be this next blue, or it could be this blue, doesn't matter. These are your secret cards, so I'll just have them visible in front of me. But you're trying to get your cards in front of the elevator by the time this deck runs out, which will be split into 3, which we'll do in a moment. But when you happen to have the end of the round, if your card is in this position, then you'll score yourself 3 points. If it's in the second position, you'll score yourself 3 points as well. And the third position, you'll score yourself 5 points. However, if you've got the matching particular character, then you'll score double. Now, it has to match, of course, the color that you have as well. Whereas this one, you're going to get more points if you happen to be further along. In this case, position 4. Again, doubles are available too. So what I'll now do is just take these cards, bring them back, split this deck into 3 as I mentioned. It's only approximate, it doesn't matter too much. And let's just leave them kind of out of shot, but just visible enough to show you how the game works. So there we go. Now let's just say that I'm starting. What we need to be doing is revealing a card for each of these positions. So it doesn't really matter how you do it. But in this case, we've got these characters out. Something to work off. So let's say I'm starting. I might want to go here. Why? Well, in this case, like I said, I'm getting 2 points times 2 is 4 points. And then I get to draw a card. So I get a red card, a grey card, or a red card. Well, I don't know. Let's say I've got red, and let's say these cards are my present cards. Now it's their turn, so let's see what they've got. And they happen to have a boy and a sort of mother. So let's place the mother here. And again, they're going to draw up. In this case, they're going to draw a different card. So now they've got those ones there. Now it's my turn. Now in this example, I can go here. Now I've got 3 anywhere in this elevator queue, which means this will clear off these 3 cards. And at the end of the round, I'll score myself 1 point. Whenever you complete a set of 3 cards, you'll get 1 point at the end of the round per set. But when we see a lost child come up, we're scoring 2 points for that particular set. So right now, in some respects, I've lost some points because I'm not scoring this one, but it might have helped me overall. And they get a draw up. In this case, let's draw a green card. Now it's their turn. So right up, we could think about the fact they might want to go here, knowing that they could place this card here and of course get a point. But maybe I'm going to have that card. So maybe they go over here. In addition, of course, they're getting more points anyway with a doubler as it currently stands. And they're going to reveal a card, and there's a lost child. Now, there's another thing that happens in this game, which so far hasn't occurred because I haven't had the relevant stuff. But in this case, let's say I want to get myself in the queue here. This character is a woman, the older woman, and she gets to cut in front of the old man. So the old woman goes in front of the old man, and she goes exactly in front of the first old man from the right. But if there's more than one together, they go in front of all of them, and then I get to draw up. Now, as you can see, there's exactly one of each of these different characters in each of the coloured cards. So we've seen already 3 of these women come out, 3 of the mothers. So now in this case, we want to now try and find maybe the other mothers, knowing that they can't get lost because there's only 5 colours and 3 have already gone, so we can't lose them. But now it's their turn. Let's show you how the child works. So in this case, the child might want to go here. In this case, you're going to take the leftmost card or any of the cards in this row, as long as it is red, and it's going to go to the far end, which in this case isn't particularly good for this person because right now I'm red. And in this case, I could do quite well out of it. As you can see, I happen to be red and orange. Let's play one more turn. So they're going to draw a card. And in this case, let's see what I might want to do. So I am not green. So maybe I just want to chuck this at the end for the regular man, because in this case, they're not going to score. But in this case, I might want to bring this one in here. But again, that's not scoring me too many points. I could still be losing it if these come up. So right now, I think I do choose to place this here because I do not want them to be trying to score any points. So like I said, you're going to score up over 3 rounds. You're going to write in this little box here the scoring based on any sets that you have. Of course, remembering doubles for the lost child. And you're also going to be scoring for points for each of your 3 things. That's all got to go in that small box here. Additionally, just be aware of the fact that if you happen to have 3 of these and you happen to have the lost child effect, you are going to resolve it. So first you're going to move a card and then you're going to remove 3 cards. So just be aware of that too. Any goofs, etc., make sure you check out subtitles. Make sure you obviously ask any questions as well. This does get shared, as I mentioned, sharing as well. Check out Instagram as well as TikTok, X, Threads, and the podcast. Like I said, in my opinion of this game, I think it's very good. I'm very bad at it. I've never won it in 4 games. I've tried various different strategies, including trying to play out my cards later, so my particular cards, trying to just get sets and getting points that way. But somehow or another, I haven't been able to form a strategy yet at time of recording. Having said that, this is a Japanese design, lots of Japanese games. Typically, I find firstly very cute. I have met the artist of this particular game. And also, I have liked the fact that most Japanese games, such as Trick of the Rails, are quite wonky, which means it is difficult to figure out strategy. But at the same time, it is a very nice immersive game, and it only takes about 30 minutes to play. Thanks very much for watching. So that's In Front of the Elevators by Saashi. Back to the table.